in yet another week and another settlement for a class action. Wouldn't you know it? It's not just one place this week, though. There are 9 companies involved in this. Now, do you think they're small companies where they're like 40 trucks and they're governed to 75 and you can fuel wherever you want? No. They're the usual suspects, but there's a band leader in this one. It's pretty interesting. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to Trucking Answers. I'm Mark, your blacklisted host, likely. And I want to talk about a settlement in a case that just came up. And this case, by the way, it's still going on. This was only partially settled with 9 companies. Now get this. This is exactly what I've been saying. Drivers brought a case and said, hey, we're blackballed from the industry because there's a list. And if we have a contract, nobody else will hire us. And that's not right for these places to conspire against us to not hire us. Now, for what it's worth, no company mentioned in this ad has been convicted of anything or admits to any wrongdoing. All right? All right. Now, the current crop, Covenant and Western Express just settled this. And PTL and Schneider have already settled this case. All right? But there's still people, CRST, England, and Stevens are still fighting it. Now let's talk about what this is and what it isn't. What drivers are saying is that there's a list and that they're conspiring through mutual agreement to suppress compensation of drivers so that they're not poached by other companies if they have a contract. That's what I've always said. You have a right to take your labor anywhere you want. You might owe places money, but you can work wherever you want. That's my opinion as a non-lawyer. Did you know I'm not a lawyer? I'm not. Seek an attorney for legal advice. They're saying that there's an agreement to limit or fix the terms of employment, and that violates individual wages and suppresses your job opportunities. But wait, there's more, and it's not a Ginsu knife. What they're saying is there's a list, and you know who keeps the list? CRST. That's what they say, and I would believe that, no problem. They keep a list and update it every day. They're like the reverse Santa Claus, okay? And that all these companies get to sign in and look at this list. So when you apply, they go on this list and see if you're on it. If you are, boom, you're not hired. You're not hired. So they're saying CRST maintains this list and updates it daily. I would totally think so. Otherwise, how would they know all these people go to all these other companies, right? Remember they had a little case against Swift a while ago and stuff like that? Absolutely. How else are you going to keep somebody to work at CRST unless you force them to, right? You basically have to chain them down there to get them to stay. Now, 4 companies have settled. Like I said, Western Express, Covenant, they just settled. PTL and Schneider have already settled. Now, England, Stevens, and CRST are still up for grabs on this. Here's the thing about this, okay? Here's the thing. Here's how trucking is. Imagine a barrel, a drum, all right? And it's pristine, it's food grade, and it's empty. And I have water to fill in it, all right? Water. Pure mountain spring water, and I'm gonna pour it in this drum. Before I pour the water in there, I put only 1 inch of contaminants, of poison, of bacteria, of sludge, of just general garbage and trash. Then I fill it with this pristine water. Would you drink that water? That's what trucking is with these companies in it. They are the sludge at the bottom of that barrel, in my opinion. They contaminate all of trucking. All of trucking would be so much better, so much clearer without them in it. If you have to keep a list and fight so that people won't work somewhere else, what the heck kind of company do you think you have? Oh, we could be better, or we could just force people to stay here. Come on. If your company, every Tuesday, they're in court every week with another case, maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't work there. And that's the real problem here. I'm mad at these companies, yeah, but you know what I'm mad at? Drivers continue to go there, populate these trucks, and so they stay in business. And sometimes people will write to me, well, Mark, They don't bother me. They treat me well. Well, you're still helping them stay in business and hose all these other drivers. And that's wrong. Nobody should work at these places. As you know, some of them on this list are pretty regularly, down, filing, and settling. Isn't it something that they settle? No, we don't admit anything. Yeah, because they settle every one. And by the way, the terms of this settlement, not released. So I'll keep following this, but you remember, would you drink that water? And that's the problem. These same places, by the way, are the first ones to go talk to the ATA and its president, who has a $1.3 million salary, and say, look, go to the government and get us some more funds. We can't get any drivers. It's a big shortage. We can't get anybody. We can't even keep the people we have. We have to have a list and force people to stay here. This is the whole problem, because most people that are going to be on that list are never going to be in trucking. They're not going to stay. They're going to leave the whole industry, and it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't. So that's the story. All these places settling as usual, as we figure, all right? So we'll keep up with it as always. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon with more Trucking Answers.